Duracoat basics, Duracoat made easy. Duracoat, how do you get started, what you need to do. Hey guys, it's Glockster42. Well, you're looking at a couple of firearms that I've Duracoated. It's simple, it's not that difficult, and I'm just going to go over some of the basics with you guys here. But first I'm just going to do a little show and tell of the firearms that I have Duracoated. Now the one I've just finished is one of my favorite color schemes right here, is this Ruger 1022 with the El Cheapo Simmons rimfire scope. We've got Tactical Flat Dark Earth and Tactical Olive Drab. I think this is just one of the best color combinations I have ever seen. I just love it. Now I've been using the Tactical, and I'm putting it in quotations, colors from Duracoat. The big difference with the Tactical colors versus the regular line of Duracoat is that they are ultra flat. Super flat, non-reflective, and a little bit, maybe a little bit trickier to put on. So anyway, here's the 1022 with the Duracoat Olive Drab and Flat Dark Earth. There's the good old Chicom M305. This has a Polytech version. It's in the what I call a NATO color scheme. Flat black, desert brown, and this is actually mix. The green is a mix of 50% woodland green and 50% olive drab. Alright, let me put up a couple other here for you guys to see. Alright, what you're looking at here, guys, is another M305. This one happens to be a Norinco. This is the first one I ever owned. I've had this firearm going all the way back to 97. I'm waiting on rings and a scope for it, but as you can see, I like this Flat Dark Earth so much I did my M305 in this one. Flat Dark Earth, Olive Drab, the fantastic CASM Chasm mount by M14.ca, a Canadian company. I'll get more into this later, but I'll say that this is the best mount I've ever used on these. As you can see, super nice, smooth. It's flat, but it's smooth. It's not gritty. It's the Duracoat went on really nice on this one. Now this was the first firearm right here that I ever Duracoated. It's a Savage Model 11 and 308. Simple, hard working rifle. Now this is the Tactical Gray Green and Tactical Dark Gray. For my eyes, not quite enough contrast on this. I've had this for about 2 years now, so actually I'm getting ready to order the multicam camo pack. I'm going to multicam this puppy so it'll match my my backpack. My Kelty 3500 from Amaron that I've just ordered is going to be in multicam, so this is going to get multicammed. And a couple of the other things I've done for that little Ruger, I've done both of these Butler Creek 25 round magazines. Now these are the clears, so you're saying, oh, you can't see Glockster, dude, you can't see how full or empty it is. Well, I just simply took some Tamiya masking tape, masked the back spine of these, and as you're filling them you can see the exact amount of ammo that you still have. It's looking right at you. You just take a look-see and you can do an ammo count right in the back. So that's how you step around those. It's also an olive drab, goes on great. So let's see what kind of equipment you need to put on the Duracoat. Alright Glockster, I want to do Duracoat. What do I need to get started? Well, if you go on Lowry Custom Weapons website, they'll pretty much walk you through what you need. You can buy the kits where you have a little, basically it's a little pump sprayer. You know, you get your colors, you spray it on, you pump spray it. They also sell, where is it here? They also spray guns. $139.95 for pro use model, $79.95 all the way up to $445. Now if you're doing this professionally, that's probably something you're going to want to get into. But just for your average guy, you know, there's a few other options. Now what you're seeing right there is the superb Iwata HPC. It's a Japanese airbrush. I use it. I bought it for building models, airplanes, tanks, the occasional car. It's a superb airbrush, but it's way more than you need for Duracoat. If you're doing smaller items, such as the magazines, yep, you can definitely use this. It works like a damn for that. But when you get to bigger, full-sized rifle stocks, it's not going to cut it. This one, at its widest, is only putting out maybe less than 1/4 of an inch line. It's a fine grade airbrush. If you found a Pache or a Badger that's going to shoot you out a ½ inch line, an inch wide line, that'll work. The problem is with these smaller units, to get that wider coverage, you have to pull yourself away from what you're coating, and as soon as you start pulling, getting too far away from the subject matter that you're coating, the paint is going to start to dry in the air. It's going to hit the stock or the barrel, it's going to hit it dry, and you're going to have a sandpapery finish. So you need to get a little closer, but then you're doing so small of areas, it's going to take you forever for this type of an airbrush. So let me roll in what I would suggest for the average hobbyist to use. Alright, we looked at the Iwata, the small hobby airbrush. Like I said, you can go to a Pache or a Badger and shoot a little bit bigger lines, but I would strongly suggest for your average person, go into Lowe's and pick up one of these Cobalt small gravity fed spray guns. It's product number 0301339. I think this was right around, I want to say 120 bucks tax all in. It's a superb little airbrush. It's gravity fed. Pop your product down, put your lid back on. You're going to have to, of course, buy some fittings to go on your airline, and then, of course, you're going to need an air system. But this comes with the holder, so while you're spraying, you can just set it up like that. It holds the airbrush without dumping over. It's a nice little setup. For the cost, it's very cost effective, and it does an extremely good job. The NATO camouflage scheme was done with my Iwata, and it's not nearly as even as the full two-tone colorations that I used when I shot it with this gun. I really like this gun. It's an awesome little spray gun. Now, just a word: if you do decide to go with the small little hobbyist guns, don't waste your money on the compressed air cans. Let's move in a couple of air sources for you guys to look at. Alright, here we have a copy. This is actually a Chinese clone of the Iwata compressor. You have a small tank down here, the electric motor, the compressor up here, air pumps down into the tank right here. This is a first-rate little unit. I paid 149 bucks, and the Iwata brand, if you really want, is going to run you probably double that. It's easily $300 plus. So if you got the money and you want something like this, awesome. It'll run these small hobby airbrushes forever. This one's going on almost 4 years for me, and it just runs like a tank. It's brilliant. Now let's rock something a little bit bigger for the larger air guns. Alright, so the background's not looking nearly so pretty now, guys, but this is my Clark Air. I think it's a 1/3 or 1/2 horsepower compressor. This is your standard, Home Depot, Canadian Tire, Lowe's, small contractors compressor. You want to make sure you get yourself the fitting, the quick disconnect fittings, a regulator, and a valve to get your air pressure regulated. You can go anywhere from 18 to 35 pounds on these airbrushes, depending on your gun and your mix. So this is something else you can find anywhere from 69 to 149 bucks, depending on what you want to spend. You don't need to spend a whole bunch of money, mind you. I did have a Princess Auto one that lasted 3 hours and it crapped out on me. Took it back, got my money back, went back to Canadian Tire, picked this one up. I've had this for, I want to say, 10 years. And it's still going strong. Not only can you use it, you can use it for small air equipment, ratchets and whatnot. Fill the tires up in your vehicles and your bicycles, and you can run that nice little Cobalt air gun. So there we have the type of guns we need, the type of airbrushes, compressors, air sources, and all that kind of stuff. Now let's talk a little bit about Duracoat itself. All right, Glockster. Now great. Now what do? I've got the Duracoat. I know what I want to do. A word about surface prep. Surface prep's pretty easy. If you've got a gun that's already blued, a green Scotch-Brite, give her a good scruff up. Give just a little bit of a tooth, clean it up, degrease it. You're ready to go. If you've got a bead blaster, great. If you want to send it out for parkerization, great. That's all better. But for the average guy, good old one of these right here. Here's what you need right there. A 4-pack of Scotch-Brite. Bought that at Walmart. That works like a darn. Let me grab my next project gun. Here he is, a Stevens Model 200 and 223. All I've done is Scotch-Brite. You know, I still have to do some more takedown. This is just the initial scruff, but hit it with the Scotch-Brite, clean it up, degrease it, disassemble it, and you're ready to go. Okay, your gun's ready to go. You've got your Duracoat. Now, mixing procedures. Dead ass simple, guys. Follow Duracoat's instructions. It's just that simple. Optimal Duracoat hardening ratio 1:12. So, 4 tablespoons of Duracoat to 1 tablespoon of hardener, or 2 tablespoons of Duracoat to half a teaspoon of hardener. Go to Canadian Tire, Walmart. Get yourself some metal measuring cups. For your average rifle, 2 scoops of color, 2 tablespoons of color into a hard plastic mixing cup. 1/2 teaspoon of the supplied hardener into the mixing cup. I like to use reducer. I put in 1 full tablespoon. 1 tablespoon of reducer. It just makes the paint flow so much better. And you're ready to shoot. It's just that simple, guys. It's so simple. Now each color comes with its own package of hardener. You use only Duracoat reducer. You can use lacquer thinner, but it's just not that good. It basically you may as well just use paint at that point. So follow the directions. Lowry Custom Weapons sends really good directions with all their Duracoat products. Now a little word on price. Oh, Glockster, I love Duracoat, but it's so damn expensive, guys. And to get it shipped to Canada, it costs an arm and a leg. It's not so quick, guys. Now remember, right now the dollar is really good. It's above the US par. Now each one of these colors is $17.95. That's 4 ounces. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I ordered 5 separate colors: Tactical OD, Black, Woodland Green, Dark Earth, and Woodland Tan. That cost me $89.95. 4 ounces of Duracoat reducer was $7.50. It's $97.25. Well, I guess that's not too bad, Glockster. But oh, the UPS shipping is just horrendously priced. It used to be. Before, when I first time I ordered this, I ordered 3 colors, and I think my UPS shipping was more expensive than the actual order. So of course, Duracoat probably wasn't getting a lot of orders coming north. But since then, I don't know whether they've cut a deal with UPS or UPS has come to their senses. That $97 US order was exactly $24.75 in shipping charges to my door. That's right, $24.75 shipping. You can barely ship for that in Canada. So we're looking at about $123 shipped to my door for all these Duracoat products. That's still kind of expensive, Glockster. Yeah, it is, but you've got a custom paint. You're doing it yourself. You're going to get exactly what you want, and you get that pride of ownership. You know, hey, look at what I did. Hey, isn't that cool? I did that. To me, that means a lot more than hiring somebody to do it. You do a good job yourself, guys. That's the best. That's just the best. So, like I say, right now is definitely the time to buy it for Canadians. Get on their website, make the order. I'll show you my next. I'm going to be getting that one, the multicam, and it's going to go on my Savage 308 hunting rifle. It's probably also going to go on my Savage Mark II 22 long rifle. And I am tossing around, picking up the Wilderness Mirage Flage for another rifle I've got on the works. So anyway, guys, check Lowry Custom Weaponry out. Duracoat finishes, firearm finishes. It is simply the best firearms finishing, I think, available today. There are other coats. I believe there's Armacoat. You can find the stuff out of Edmonton, but I've tried it. I like the Duracoat. I don't know. It goes on good for me. It's simple. It's forgiving. It flows nice. It settles nice. It covers great. I highly recommend it, guys. Go out and get yourself some Duracoat. Do a good job of it. Enjoy yourself and get out off the goddamn couch and go shooting. Go get your guns out and have some fun. Thanks, guys.